Hi, in this slide we're going to take a look at my little pen working here. Why is now a good time for culture, to do intentional corporate culture management? I think most of you are reading the newspapers and realize that actually, in retrospect, we had great tailwinds from 46 to 2000. The rest of the world got bombed flat. We had the only factories left standing in the world. The rest of the world bought anything for 17 years during the Depression and the war. So it was a wonderful sleigh ride from 46 to 66. And then the baby boomers started coming to the market, and for the first time, they didn't get married right away, and they didn't have kids right away, and they all got jobs, and so the women got jobs, so we had double the income. Uh, Credit expansion started taking off, so we all got credit cards, so we could borrow more money from the future and buy it now, which was very stimulative. It was all going pretty well till we sort of, hit the first synchronized global capital expenditure recession in '00 because the internet gave us an extra 5 years of hype from 95 to 2000, and zillions of miles of fiber optic cable was laid that never got lit up. But there were $1 trillion worth of bonds that were sold to build this stuff. So it looked like things were going to be pretty tough, and we said, well, no, let's lower interest rates and really get the housing bubble cranking. So we had a wonderful housing bubble and other bubbles that sort of went up to about '07. And it's all sort of come undone since then. So now we have headwinds. We have enormous debt saturation, too much debt on our total collective economy sitting, and the boomers are undersaved and overhoused, and the kids are getting out of college and they get lots of student loans but no jobs. Turns out that all the pensions we promised everybody, we can't pay them because we're getting no money on a zero interest rate environment and so forth. So you read the newspapers, things are pretty tough, and Europe's sort of falling apart before us, and China's having a sort of a hard landing and so forth. So this is tough stuff. Meanwhile, there are alternative competitors who keep coming in and eating our traditional share. Lots of distributors who are in MRO channels have seen lost big local customers to integrated supply ways of selling. That's another competitor comes in and sells in a different way. From the bottom up, the catalog companies and the Fastenal wholesale locations and the Home Depots continue to get better and better at what they're doing and eat away more and more of the lower small market type of thing. So simply put, we have too much commodity selling capacity, and we all want to get bigger and better for what's left. So it's made it tough to make a living. Um, so, but our customers have the same problem, and they're in the same conditions. So they're thinking, well, I need to take my buying to the next level. I've been doing reverse auctions for a long time. Now, how do I get even a better deal? Oh, maybe I ought to look at the total system and become a supply chain buyer, or I'll be open to supply chain selling, buying ideas from supply chain seller solution people. So that's great. And then one other point is I made in the previous slide, which is corporate culture management has now become more of a science than a magic art. And in fact, if you go and you go to Google and go to Google Images, and then type in the topic corporate culture, or type in mission, values, and strategy, and look at the wonderful graphics that come up that sort of start to outline all the stuff that's going on in this area. Go to Wikipedia and read the excerpt on corporate culture. So we basically need to take our business to a next and different level. But if we have to do big change, we need a culture that's going to enable and support that change as opposed to eat it for lunch. One last point is that actually overhauling our culture doesn't require any cash. It does require sweat, but it starts to become fun because it's a way of getting everybody to think about how to make the game of business a real game and a lot of fun, and how to grow the wealth of all of our stakeholders. So I can't think of a better cash-free hobby than starting to invest some time and thinking about our corporate culture and where we can tune it to. Thank you.